Welcome, 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 welcome. It's been one long call for police service on the other side of the Smarties wrapper. I have all of the medical documentation, the internal employee records in the city of Springfield, Ohio, the place that I was born in and served for over 14 years. It's also where I decided to go home and rebuild myself. The world gets to hear this crazy life story. I'm not your enemy. When I say you are your enemy, I'm telling you the truth. You don't have to like it. You don't even accept it. But it is what it is. The understandings, the reality, the credit that was lost, the money that was lost, the image that was lost. I don't give a fuck about my image. Never been an image guy. I used Facebook because it was always fun to put silly wrestling stuff on there. It was fun to share memes. I know how to use social media. I know how to do this and that and the other. I'm a legitimately medically retired police officer. I'm a legitimate widower. I'm a legitimate feral philosopher after a year and a half of being thrown in the garbage by the same bunch of folks who insist they care about me. They don't. They don't care enough about themselves to be the change, to stand independent of anything, and boldly go where nobody has gone ever. In America, on Earth, in real life, as is. For the trillionth and final time, I will tell you, I don't believe I'm much of anything. We are all water. If you don't understand that you are water, keep it to yourself and figure it out. Because I don't care. I am doing this in a service-oriented fashion. This show exists because several months ago I had to prove again to the estranged spouse, to the estranged employer, that I am me, and I'm fine. And they doubted it. She's still stretching it out. Oh, you're a gaslighter. Yeah, kind of like how you weren't going to be this. That's cute. Your grandson, that's insurance fraud. You might want to stop. But hey, to the world, the burn ban. You can burn, Ohio. Show some respect. Honor the dead. Honor a legacy. Build your legacy. Build a life that you are content with and leave it as such. What my podcasts are so that I can actually speak with adults again, instead of yelling into a computer for a year and a half while a police division just looks on blaming the person or throwing this holy book or that in their face, while friends turn and run the other way because, oh, he lost his shit. Hey, Destiny, you're still my sister, you fucking moron. You're not a moron. You're a beautiful, wonderful soul. What the fuck? 2023 was Davenport blood kicking ass as always. That's what we do. That's what we are. People don't change, and I have not changed. I went through hell for many, many months. And while I could have harmed myself, I could have harmed my daughter, quite honestly, the people in City Hall in Springfield, Ohio, what the hell did you think I was going to do? Other than get better. When you threw me out, and I had to burn through everything that Heather and I saved up. I had to burn through the credit that I had. I had to burn up my FICO score. I had to go in and get Obamacare to put my daughter on Medicaid. I am a feral philosopher, and I am done with every single one of you as individuals. I am the feral philosopher, and I am just getting started with every single one of you as the group, as humanity, as Americans, as Ohioans, as Springfieldians, as whatever. I could produce, I said earlier, 100 people. I could produce 100 people that'll tell you my estranged wife and my former employer have no clue who or what I am. Here's the truth, folks. We love hearts. We respect minds. And here in the Zen Zone, where retired 821 John, who is not salty in real life, the LIL is in tribute to my daughter, because my life just began again. Get out of your own way. You've never been in mine. Because you don't know things doesn't hurt me. What others don't understand about life is what others don't understand about life. And if anyone has a problem, well, they have a problem. Whether it's with me or with you or with anybody else. They have a problem they need to work on, don't they? This podcast, like the other one, is genuinely 100% above board, self-financed, self-everything. The study, the clinging to the life. Thankfully, Flagstar Bank is phenomenal. Thankfully, North Spring Dental is phenomenal. Thankfully, a lot of the citizens of Springfield, Ohio are phenomenal. A lot of the officers in Springfield, Ohio are phenomenal. It is the leadership of Springfield, Ohio that must step down. You guys, Mr. Rue, you know that I know that you shot yourself in the foot. Aiden Clark, game over. Amy, happy, healthy, whole, game over. Chief Elliott, you did not deserve to babysit the Stoatine, who is my daughter. Step aside. Let Lieutenant Larmy or even Nick Holt. And I say even Nick. No. Nick, please be chief. You and I coordinated the most epic shift in Springfield Police Division history. 0300 to 1100 hours. Proving for the trillionth time that I will make it work. I did that. I worked that shift. I worked all those shifts. I took on a family because I loved the idea of having a family. I loved the idea of more kids, being able to provide tutelage to young boys as well as my daughter. We don't need to have nervous breakdowns because we're going to visit our own family on Thanksgiving. I don't. I didn't have a nervous breakdown on any Thanksgiving. I was joking with the very people who left me hanging Thanksgiving of 2022 about Stoatine and her birth. That maybe she was a Christmas present. This is your Christmas present, world. James Davenport is an honest man. I will only wear my Dose of Vitamin J Show t-shirt in public from now on. I do not like social media. I do not like social interaction with a lot of people because a lot of people simply do not understand basic, fundamental, interpersonal communication and respect. See, the problem is all these people wanted to fix me. You don't need to fix me. You have to fix yourself. I didn't need fixing until I broke, which was after everything that happened. My triggers are my estranged wife and the leadership of Springfield, Ohio. So what does that mean for anything? I don't give a shit about the filthy lucre, and I have just continued my own life, my own real existence, my own investments, my first home that was purchased before Heather and I got together, because I was going to have a home before I had a family. I still own that home. That is my home. That was my first home. That is where my wife and I lived. That is where my daughter was born. There is no time, only life. Politicians are the problem. Depression, cognitive dissonance, things like that. Go get the counseling. Get your help. We're all looking at one person now. I mean, Destiny, he's lost his shit. Well, I found it, girly. Love you, sis. Nicole, Tiffany, Cecily, your sister, that other Destiny, Andy, what the fuck is wrong with her? She was sitting here acting like she gave a shit at the Heather Life celebration. Y'all don't know me, but you're about to. I'm celebrating and honoring the dead here. I'm speaking for those unable to do so themselves. My daughter is a victim of Springfield, Ohio, and Amy Stevens. Don't like it? Tough shit. Because all of us are victims of you. Mr. Heck, Ms. Elliott, you didn't do it to me. Amy, you didn't do it to me. Y'all did it to yourselves. And you're spitting on the dead. And you're disrespecting every single first responder on the planet. I cannot speak in any more clear and articulate a language other than plain English because words mean stuff. Cognitive dissonance. I lost a Facebook friend years ago because I said cognitive dissonance was going to be the end of America. And would you look at this? Here we are. I'm far from perfect, but I research things. I know stuff. I don't open my mouth and talk about topics that I don't understand. I don't write checks my ass can't cash. I am looking at our Light the Night award. These specific 4 people who refuse to be accountable, I have put you into accountability now. You're adults. You make claims that are very obviously false. If they weren't, I'd have tens of thousands of dollars right now and I wouldn't have just walked through hell for no fucking reason at all. Do you understand what you did to me? Because you didn't. You did it to you. You are reaping what you sowed. Karma's not a thing that is mystical. So good, receive good. So bad, receive bad. Casey Tingley, I'll see you at the next commission meeting. Mr. Heck, Ms. Elliott, Mr. Rue, get to work. You've disgraced my hometown, and Chief Moody and I are tired of it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Estranged wife, for the kid's sake, go get that help. I'll be talking with Dr. Valenki this Friday once more. I don't need to. He and I will sit there and talk about cognitive dissonance and how disgusting politics are and how January 6th was one of the most disgraceful days in American history and how empires typically last around 200 years. And we've had a damn good run in America. So keep swapping back and forth between this evil and that evil. Keep being an apathetic public. Keep being it doesn't give a shit about anything but how I feel right now, human being. Because how I feel right now, it's both. I cried earlier today. I asked on Facebook, how come you hate me? How come you are spitting on the dead? I'm not Facebook. I'm James. I'm alive. I've recovered. And I'm telling the truth. I always tell the truth. I bit the bullet for my daughter. That is an accountable father. And if you got a problem with it, you've got a problem. Fix your problem. Because the accountable father and his amazing daughter and their amazing deceased matriarch stand for all humanity, including you four little triggers. Everybody look at them. Get yourselves right. You four ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You won't be, because you couldn't even be accountable. You couldn't even listen to an officer. You couldn't even say, maybe this guy that's on CISM and we know he's lost a lot, maybe we should actually be a CISM team. CISM, Springfield, you're fired. You're worthless. You guys want to try to fix me. Fix yourselves. Fix City Hall. Fix the chief. Get outside help or else it will never improve. Game over, Springfield. You're my hometown. And I'm not the CM Punk of the Springfield Police Division. I'm the Officer Davenport, badge 801 of the Springfield, Ohio Police Division. I'm not salty. I am the feral philosopher. I am a shaman, apothecary, and a man. And you do not take anyone's life from them without their consent. And none of you have my consent. You had my consent through the years when I was in your proximity. Those days are over. Those days are as dead as my family is. Do you understand reality yet? James Davenport is historically the most hated man in the area, the most misunderstood. He's this, he's that, no. Davenport men are dedicated family men and career men. We die first, then quit. Blame the Celtic background. Other than that, I'm just like you. I'm a father who loves his daughter. But unlike you, I'm extremely fiscally savvy. And my life is very inexpensive, no matter what inflation does, because the filthy lucre is a waste of trees. The government prints it. If they actually cared about you, they would just give it to you. They wouldn't keep printing it and making sure their buddies have more and more of it. One term. No more career politicians. Get your ass a real job. If you can't talk to adults like adults in one term, American politicians, you don't deserve to be representing people. And never forget, you're supposed to be working for us. That's why you're fired. America, vitamin J is real. Officer Davenport has evolved fully into vitamin J. Your brain is a Linux box. Learn how to program. Enjoy your books. Enjoy your epiphanies. Enjoy your everything. I enjoy my life. I do a podcast because it was what I wanted to do when I retired. My original wife and I were going to write books on relationships. It's too bad we didn't. Could have saved a bunch of them. But life goes on. It's been a year and a half. The people who did know me, you threw away our friendship because you knew I was going through shit. And you couldn't be there for me. And I'm back supporting everybody in honor of Heather Davenport, Deputy Matthew Yates, assassinated in the line of duty in a stupid trailer park in stupid Clark County, Ohio. We don't need you politicians. George Carlin was right. Depression, walk through it. Get through it. Survive. Stand. This is reality now. Instead of saying, oh, he's this, oh, he's that, it's time you look at the man or woman in the mirror. It's time you build this life that I've built, but for yourself and for your kids. Because I'm accountable. I married her. I serve them. But here's the thing. Life doesn't go as planned. And America's about to find that out the hard way. Just like my daughter had to. Y'all stay positive, you heard? The king is back, baby. Thank you, CM Punk. Thank you, Lizzie Hale. Fuck you, Vince McMahon. Stay positive anyway.